everything's gonna be alright. They try to hold me down, but can't nothing last forever. I feel it in my bones, there's a change in the weather. Put me back in the saddle, out on the road. This way I make a living is the only way I know. You're messing with some forces that your mind can't comprehend. I done been to the bottom, I ain't going back again. So who in the hell you think you're playing with now? You done fucked around and let the wolf out. And I'll be prowling while you sleep. You were playing for fun, I'm playing to eat.
McDonald's Big Mac. It's more than just another hamburger.
High drive to left. Oh, my. Out of here.
That ball is smoked, headed for downtown. Upper deck. Adios, pelota. 5-1 Giants. What a shot.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the final post-game show of the first half 2026 MLB season. And it's one of the worst first halves in the history of the franchise. But at least they finished it with a win, a series win, and they won the baseball game. 3-1 the final today. McDonald comes through with another good start. He's been a little off and on, but when he's on, damn, he is on. And today, Trevor McDonald did give up the lead. We'll check out what happened to start this game off. But after that, he gave up only 2 more hits, ends up going 7 innings, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Keaton Wynn came in, and Eric Miller finished it off. Unfortunately, McDonald does not get the win because why? Unfortunately, the Giants didn't have the lead when he came out the game. The game was tied at 1 for the longest. We'll break it all down. But the Giants win it, and we have people. We have Nagel, McDonald's it is. We have Warlock. We have Bob Best. Bob, I'm going to try to go to the River Cats and Reno Aces. Exact date, not 100%, but I think it'll be Friday or Saturday, end of August. Around August 28th or August 29th in Reno. What else were we talking about? We're talking about Paul Begley. Chinese sounds so good. No Chinese tonight. McDonald's it is. Little Caesar thin crust pepperoni. That's not bad either. The Giants desperately needed another quality start from McDonald. They got it. That's Eric Rake Straw. Crab sandwich, Paul Begley, 1464. Chinese. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, look, man, this was a must-win game. This was not a could-win game. This was not a should-win game. You lose this game, you split a series against the Rockies, you prove that you are equal to the Rockies, and you had the worst half that I can remember in recent times. 41-55. Just out of curiosity, 2017 was the year they lost 98 games. That year they finished the first half 34-56. 34-56. So they were worse. So they are better this year. So not too long ago, we had an even worse season. And the Giants can pick it up in the second half. They can salvage this year. Yeah, maybe not playoffs, but they can salvage this season, make it at least, you have a good, strong second half. We go into 2027 feeling good about Vitello, feeling good about the team. I mean, depending on who they pick up in the offseason and who they trade, who they don't trade, things of that nature. But there's still time to salvage this year. but they better do it quick. So let's break this one down. The stream is brought to you by Corona Accounting Solutions. Check them out at coronapdx.com. You go to coronapdx.com. You just click on book your tax or consult appointment today. You fill out the form, tax planning, QuickBooks training, consultation, bookkeeping consultation, tax consultation, document review for tax. He can do it all. Jason Corona. So let's break this one down. The way this game started was interesting. Jake McCarthy, second pitch of the game.
Jake puts a charge into this one, and it's way back in Triple's alley.
Don't bounce out. Don't bounce out.
Stays in play. Here's Jake McCarthy. Will they send him? They're going to send him. He's coming to the plate, and an inside the park homer to start the game.
Obviously not the way the Giants wanted to start the ball game. Inside the park home run. I'm not feeling bad about Vitello Paul Begley. You know, Vitello's got time. If I had to predict, I'd say he's not going to be a long-term manager, probably going to get fired and go back to college. That's the current prediction, but that could change. You know, if he has a strong second half, comes back, you know, he could be a long-time MLB manager. I don't know if it'll be with the Giants. You know, maybe he'll bounce around. Maybe he'll end up with someone else. But who knows? Maybe it will be the Giants. Maybe he'll be the manager for 10, 20 years. How about that? You know, it would take some World Series championships, but it's still possible. But I don't think so. Anyway, so that's how that game got started, with an inside the park bomb, kind of reminding me of a guy by the name of Ichiro back in the 2007 All-Star game. Hit a inside the parker. So 1-0 Rockies. Fast forward, bottom of the fourth inning. That's when Rafi Devers lined out. Jung-Hoo Lee grounded out, but then Bryce Eldridge worked the walk. The important walk. Adames followed with a single, and Drew Gilbert with a base hit to left field, tying up the ball game. Eldridge comes in to score, making it 1-1. And then in the bottom of the eighth, this game looked like it might be heading for extra innings. Nothing was happening. Antonio Senzatella comes in to pitch. Devers works a walk. Eldridge with a base hit. And they make a change as Grant McCray comes in to pitch, and Grant McCray tries to steal second. The ball goes thrown into the outfield and allows a run to score. McCray goes to third, and then Willie Adames to the plate.
And a base hit. And it's 3-1.
And that's a 3-hit day for Willie Adames.
Not one, not two, but 3 hits today for Willie Adames, and that gave the Giants the lead. Top of the ninth inning, it was Hunter Goodman with a leadoff hit. Eric Miller was still in the game. TJ Rumfield hit a ground ball. Casey Schmidt makes a nice play, throws him out, 1 down. Kyle Carroll strikes out, and then Cole Carrick has a tremendous at-bat, fouling off pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, then he takes a ball, fouls another one away. You know, a home run would tie the game, and Carrick has hit home runs this year against the Giants. He's not a big power hitter, but he gets a hold of one, could tie the game. I was extremely nervous, but Eric Miller got the out on a sinker, fly ball to right, nice sliding catch by Jung-Hoo Lee. Giants win. The Giants win the game. Wolf Godmack. Adames has a long mother effing long way to go. AM Echo, what is up, Eric? Fellow Giants fans, everyone in the chat, we're going. We're coming. I haven't played taps yet. You wonder why? Guys, I've unofficially have tapped out of this season, but I've just thought, if I play official taps, it just feels like, you know, I don't even know how I'm going to make it through 4 or 5 months, you know. So I just want to see it go on a streak. I know the playoffs are not realistic, but I'm hoping that they can go on a streak. And that's what we've been waiting for. But they can't even get a sweep. It starts with a sweep. The second half, I got a lot of series on my calendar that I'm looking forward to, and I cannot wait for the second half to kick off. But I'm looking forward to this little break right here. This is going to be a nice 4-day off break. We'll also take a look at who else the Giants drafted briefly. I might make a full video on it, but a nice 4-day break. Then they head to Seattle for 3, Kansas City for 3. Haven't been to Kansas City. I actually went to Kansas City last year. I haven't been to Kansas City to see the Giants in a long time. They mentioned it on the radio today. Kuiper was like, or was not the radio, but the TV broadcast. Dwayne Kuiper was like, I remember 2014, the Giants did. They went to Kansas City. They got swept. I remember it vividly. And they got swept in Kansas City. At that time, Giants had a guy that made the team out of spring training. Oh, gosh, I can't remember his name. And he had like 9 or 10, 11 home runs in spring training. He ends up, was that 2014 or was that 2017? Okay, I'm thinking of 2017. 2017. Remember that guy who made the team out of spring training? We thought he was going to be the bomb. Ah, what was his name? He ended up hitting 1 home run at Oracle. Chris Marrero. That was 2017. Yeah, but anyway, 2014, I remember that series as well. Giants got swept in Kansas City, and then they ended up winning the World Series. I just come by to see how it's going. Let's go Giants AM Echo. Be a rebel. Don't play taps till the last day of the season. I believe they gave up like a grand slam, maybe won a grand slam, but they got their asses kicked in Kansas City, and then they end up winning the World Series. And then I remember that series really well, and they'll be heading back to Kansas City for a 3-game series. That's going to be coming up in a couple weeks. Then they're going to head home to play the Angels and Milwaukee Brewers. Huge chance here against the Mariners, Royals, and Angels. You got to go on. That's a chance to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. You want to win 8 and 9. Then you got 3 against the Milwaukee Brewers. That's going to be a tough one. Off to San Diego for 3. Off to the Rangers for 3. Globe Life Field. Day off. Somebody lives in Texas. I don't know if you're in the chat right now. Somebody lives there wanting me to go to another game in Texas. See what I can do. Detroit for 3, Houston for 3, at home, day off. Detroit for 3. I wonder if Justin Verlander will be back in the rotation at that point. Colorado, off to Cleveland. Okay, I don't think I'll be going to there. Off to Boston, very unlikely. Cincinnati, Arizona at home, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, New York, back home against the Cardinals and Padres, off to Busch Stadium, off to Dodger Stadium, then home for 3 against Minnesota and 3 against the Dodgers to close it out. And that's what's on deck. The All-Star break is here. I just come by to see how they're going to AM Echo. Rebel, we got it. That's your recap. And let's see here. The Giants today, Ramos 2 hits. Arias 0 for 3, but he's an All-Star, hitting .330. Schmitty 1 for 4. Has there been any other All-Star, like, selections? Replacements? Zach Wheeler declines All-Star game invite. Felt disrespected. I totally missed this story. What? What are you talking about, man? Disrespect because he didn't make the initial roster? Is that what it is? Let's see here. 3 days after Zach Wheeler struck out 14 hitters, called his MLB snub BS. MLB offered him a replacement spot on the National League roster. He declined. They disrespected me, so I'm not going to participate. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Yeah, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. That is a great point. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this move by Wheeler. I mean, all-star snubs happen. All-star snubs happen, man. It's not always the best players. It's just how it is, bro. Kyle Harrison got snubbed, you know. You got snubbed on the initial roster. They gave you an invite. They tried to make it right. Take your invite, dude. You deserve it. You know you deserve it. That's why you're pissed. You fucking deserve it. Take the invite and go play in the freaking All-Star game. And you're getting an All-Star on your resume. Help you in the future if there's ever comes a Hall of Fame vote or anything like that, and it helps your what kind of why would you they disrespected me? I feel like that's a little childish or something. Wheeler 36 2.28. Yeah, you deserved it, and they tried to make it right. They gave you the invite, dude. They gave you the invite. Which means he would have been an all-star. Nobody looks back, you don't know who the invites were, who the last minute invitation guys were. 10 years after the fact, you look back and say, "Oh, that guy was an all-star in 2004." Okay. I I don't I don't know if he got voted in by the fans, a manager selection, a last minute replacement. Who cares? You're an all-star, dude. Take it. Take it. Take it. Anyway, all-star replacements Ivan Herrera. Congratulations to him. Injury replacement. Oh, Otani's not going to be in the All-Star game. Nick Martinez, Rafaela of the Red Sox, and Mudetaka Murakami for the White Sox. That had to happen. I'm glad he's going to make it. So yeah, it's All-Star game time. Let's go NL. Diva Much Warlock. Yeah, dude. I'm curious what other people think about that. I mean, it's his choice. It's a free country, man. I mean, it's his choice. You don't want to take it, you don't have to take it. If I was his buddy, if I was his family member, if I was his friend, and and he asked me, I'll be like, dude, you deserve it. You know you deserve it. Take it. They're giving you a chance now. Take it. You're an all-star, dude. I feel disrespected. Well, you can feel disrespected and still take it. Let it be known. Say I kind of feel disrespected. I didn't get in, the first time, but at least I'm getting in now. That's it. That is what it is. So yeah, doesn't look like any Giants got a replacement, and it doesn't look like Kyle Harrison got in. Kyle Harrison 100% deserves it, but he will enjoy 4 days off. He did go on the injured list with left forearm discomfort, so. Oh, Salvation Army 199, another day, another Giants game. Eric, are you streaming the All-Star game? No, I don't think so, man. I've never done it before, and I don't recall a lot of, I don't know if too many people would join me. Watch party, play-by-play type thing. It would be fun. Not out of the realm of possibility. 3-1 Giants win. Player of the game today. You already know it. Dun 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 dun. Trevor McDonald. This girl's extracting me here. This ad over here. Thank you so much for that. I do appreciate the support. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It is a heart for the Salvation Army. He's got the Hum Baby logo. He's been supporting the channel for years and years and years and years and years. Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee. Jung Hoo Lee. I don't care much for these new All-Star uniforms. Much prefer their own home. I think they wear their own uniforms now. What do the 2026 All-Star uniforms look like? That's how much out the loop I've been. Having trouble. Having trouble finding it. Is this them redesigned? Is that a fan uniform? I remember they had these a few years ago. That was when I think that's when Ramos made it. I'll try to look it up. But yeah, look, man, let's talk about the Giants. They won the game. They won the series. When we look at their last 10, they're probably still 5-5. They're just 5-5. They've been playing 500 baseball for a while, which is a heck of a lot better than they started. They've been playing 500 ball, which is, by the way, and I've said this before, it's what got the last two managers fired. It's not acceptable, but based after the way the Giants started, it's like, we'll take some wins now and again. 2-game winning streak. Look at the run differential, still negative 64. It's almost the worst run differential in the league. The only teams worse than the National League are the Rockies and the Mets. That's the territory we're in. Rockies, Mets. Reds not too great either. So a lot of work to do. Got a long way to go. We're close, and close don't mean jack shit. And you can put that on YouTube for me. A win is a win, a rebuild time. D-bags beat the Dodgers. Nice. I don't care much for the All-Stars. Uniforms. For whatever reason. Okay, I see some on Instagram. That does, yeah, I don't know who designs these fucking things. I don't know who designs these things. I don't have a Instagram account, but I can see it here. Let me bring it up. First instinct, I'm not blown away. The National League I think, looks a little better with the blue over the, what is that, maroon? It's kind of like a crimson maroonish type thing. It's not really red, at least doesn't look like it, but it's got the red, white, and blue on the back. If you're going to do red, white, and blue to celebrate 250, is that, maybe it is red. Maybe it's just the color. Nah, man. I'm not feeling these, dude. What do you guys think, man? I like that they show the teams they are from better. Whoever beats Dodgers is my team. Negative 64 run differential. Rebuild time. A win is a win. D-bags beat the Dodgers. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan. I mean, they're not the worst. They're not as bad as the 2021 uniforms. But no, nothing to write home about. So yeah, nothing on deck except the All-Star break. Home Run Derby tomorrow. Who's participating in the Home Run Derby? And I think we're going back to a no timer. What time is it tomorrow? What time and what place? Junior Caminero, Jack Caglione, Ben Rice. You know, I remember the days when actually the real home run hitters used to participate. Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, the Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Cal Ripken Jr. What type of bullshit is this? Now, don't get it twisted. Ben Rice is on a pace to hit about 60 freaking home runs this year. So, he is tearing it up. Wilson Contreras, Jordan Walker, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, and Munetaki Murakami. Ooh. So it is a decent lineup. I'm just talking trash. But Ben Rice has developed some pop. Ben Rice, he was not a massive home run hitter in college. In fact, I think he hit one home run in college. So this dude has freaking figured it out. Why do they always have to be so bright? Oh, wow. Hit the like button. Ben Rice has like 30 bombs or something. That's what I'm saying. I'm just messing with him. How do the Yankees find these guys? Why did the Yankees have to get, or is it just development? Or is it just the Giants don't, I mean, the Yankees drafted this guy in the 12th round. The man is on pace for 60 home runs. How do they always get these guys? Giants could have drafted Ben Rice 11 times. Then they like, nah. They did draft Landon Roop in that same exact round. A few picks before Ben Rice. TJ Rumfield was also drafted in that round. A few other names from that round. Mason Albright. Ronan Kopp of the Dodgers. He's in AAA. Andrew Hoffman. Julian Aguilar. Andrew Alvarez. The Nationals. Will you go live when LeBron James signs with the Warriors? Probably not. Judge crying about it throws off his timing or something is why he doesn't participate. I've heard that bullshit excuse before, like you guys don't go to batting practice every single day and crush bombs. You're hitting home runs, dude. You don't have to do anything but go up there and deposit the ball over the fence. I would love to participate. I wish they did a fan. I wish they did a fan home run derby or something where normal people could participate. I guarantee you I ain't getting shut out. I'm going yard at least once. Now anyway, I can't speak on 10 years from now. I'm getting older. It's getting harder, but I can still do it. Thank you guys for being here. Giants win the ball game. I want to say it's been a crazy first half. I have full confidence the second half will be better. I don't have full confidence that it's going to be extraordinarily better or way better. I don't think they're going to get back to 500, but I think they're going to have a better second half. I think we're going to finish the season strong. Ballers! And that's how I feel about it. So, long way to go. We got a lot of work to do. We're close, and close don't mean crap. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm tired of saying could've. We're out here saying could've, and they ain't. How about the Athletics? They kind of fell down, man. The Athletics were doing great. They're on a 9-game losing streak. What in God's name happened? 41-55 for the Athletics. Oh no, they're struggling big time. So a lot to do, a lot of work to do. But yeah, the All-Star game is going to be fun. Home run derby. What time is the home run derby? I want to know. It is Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, which would mean 5 o'clock Pacific. That's tomorrow. It's on Netflix exclusively. Exclusively on Netflix. Which makes it a little tougher to watch for some people. I do have Netflix. What's up, BC? Dodgers fan? BC, how do you feel, man? How do you feel about the Dodgers? I'm looking at your roster right here in a different screen. Jack Dreyer, Will Klein. I'll be there in LA later this year. Shohei, Eliezer Alfonso's up right now. Andy Pajes, man, I would have not. I liked Andy Pajes. I made him a couple prospect videos. Remember, Jenny? We used to talk about Andy Pajes. Like, dude was even I didn't know he was going to be this good. I mean, he's really having a good year. Maybe he's a little bit of a slump. Not even no, actually, he's not really hitting 286 his last 7 games. Um, Will Klein, who knew he was going to be so good? Will Klein has a 2.41 ERA this year. After that World Series performance put him on the map last year. Yeah, Dodgers. I know nobody wants to hear about the Dodgers, but just talking because there's a Dodger fan who supports the channel. So do appreciate you so much. And everyone else, thank you for your support. BC the Dodgers fan. Let's play Bye Bye Baby. Let's get the freak out this mother effer. Let's do a little different version today. When the Giants come to town, it's bye bye baby. Every time the chips are down, bye bye baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the batter and light the spark. When it's time for Giants baseball, sing bye bye baby. If you wanna be in first place, bye bye baby. Listen to the broadcast on KNBR. Find out just who we are. San Francisco Giants. And it's bye bye. Baby. Bo Davidson going to Sacktown, promoted. Oh, man, and I hope he makes his big league debut this year. Trade deadline, there's going to be a lot more Giants up and coming. The Giants did make some moves. Jason Foley has been promoted. And this could be the dude. He used to be, I know his stats are not all that in Sacramento, but he was rehabbing. Jason Foley was a closer for the Tigers a couple years back. He could be a big help or it could be absolutely horrible. But he is back and not back in the big leagues, but he'll be making his Giants debut any day. So happy about that. Sad that to be fair, I don't agree with everything they do. No fan does. Giants, they're going to do what they're going to do. I don't feel like sending down Spencer Bivens when you just brought him up. I mean, why? As if the bullpen is just on lock everywhere else. Maybe there was no one else to send down. Maybe it's a thing about options. Maybe no one else has options. And I certainly wouldn't want them to send Carson Whisenhunt, but he's already been sent down. So, but they sent Spencer Bivens down. He wasn't up too long. Got called up on the 4th, sent down on the 12th. So feel bad for Spencer. We'll see what happens. Grid. Oh, you want the grid? You don't want me to put David Ortiz? Who played for Boston, Minnesota besides Ortiz? Are we looking for a rarity? What about Louis Tiant? 3%, baby, Louis Tiant, right off the top of my head. There's this really famous sports card guy. I made a members-only video. His name is Jeff Wilson. Very, very famous in the sports card hobby. You might have heard of him. I don't have anything against him. He's a great businessman. Does amazing YouTube stuff. Very high quality stuff. But he's clearly not a baseball fan. He was opening packs one time, and he said Louis Taint. He called him Louis Taint, and he got him twice. He go, oh, there's another Louis Taint. Louis Taint, bro? You did not just say Louis Taint. Louis Tiant. We got him. Bo Sox, Devers. Behind me is 2,000 career hits. 2,000 career hits. So let's do Reds and Boston. Let's do Ron Gant for Reds and Cardinals. Holding on 3%. Born outside of the U.S. in 50 states and D.C. No, I mean, there's just too many options. There's just too many freaking options. What about my man? This is a guy I like on the Cardinals. And born outside the U.S. Cardinals got 800 million options. So, but one of my favorite players on the Cardinals, and he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. And his name, if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am, and I think he was born in Mexico. Wait, whoa, over here. Louis Gastelum. 0.1% with the rarity. 0.1% with the rarity score. 2000 Twins Puckett. Yep, Puckett. We are Giants. Boston, born outside. What about Manny? What about Manny being Manny? 7% on Manny. 2000, let's go Puckett. I hope he had 2,000 hits. Yes, he did. Reds, 2,000 hits. What's his name? First baseman, recently retired. Joey Votto? Joey Votto. Born outside the U.S. and 2,000 plus career hits. Does Larry Walker count? Was he born in... I'm sure he was born in Canada, but I hope I'm not just thinking he's Canadian because he played on the Expos. He is Canadian, right? Larry Walker. I could be wrong on that, but I'm 99.9% sure Larry Walker's Canadian. I'm going to go with it. Yeah, 4%. Ichiro. Okay, we need a Cardinal and Twin. Jack Clark was on the Cardinals, but he wasn't on the Twins. Who was on the Twins and Cardinals? The Twins had so many great players. Kent Herbeck, was he on the Cardinals? Not to my recollection. Twins. Brian Harper. Brian Harper might have played on the Cardinals. I don't remember. Jose Oquendo. Was he on the Twins? He might have been. What about pitchers? John Tudor? Was he on the Twins? I don't think so. Why is this so hard? Who's Jay Walters? I need a Cardinal who was on the, let's think of current current day. Cardinals, Twins. Who played on the Twins? Cardinals has got a bunch of rookies and youngsters. I can't think of anyone who's been around long enough to have played on the Twins. You got me effed up, man. You got me effed up on this one. Can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone recently. I'm going to need help. Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn played on the Twins? P.J. Walters. Did Lance Lynn play on the Twins? Why don't I remember that? I'm going to put it, though. I'm desperate right now, and we're going to put it. We're going to go with Lance. Like Lance Lynn played, obviously, on the Cardinals. And he was on the Cardinals recently, retired on the Cardinals, played with the Rangers, played with the White Sox, played with the Dodgers. He's been around the block. I do kind of remember he got traded to the Twins maybe for a half a season. You're right. Nailed it. Lance Lynn. Good throwback right there. Lance Lynn. Twins. P.J. Walters, what two team? Twins and Cards. Oh, sorry, I already got Twins and Cards. Sorry about that. P.J. Walters, I apologize. Give me a red and a Red Sox. How hard can it be to get a Reds and a Red Sox? How hard can it be? It's so freaking crazy that I can't think of one Red Sox player. Wait. I was going to say Edgar Renteria, but he wasn't on the Red Sox. No, he wasn't on the Red Sox. Roger Clemens wasn't on the Reds. I'm not going to I've refused that. Roger Clemens was not on the Reds. If Roger Clemens was on the Reds, time for me to check me into a home. Check me into a home, dude. Because I will bet money that Roger Clemens did not play on the Reds. Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray. We got it! Sonny Gray. Not a bad 50%. 50 rarity. Bronson Arroyo. Rod Carew. Rod Carew beat out Kirby Puckett. Pete Rose for 2000 for the Reds. I put Votto. Larry Walker, Ichiro. Gray, Roland Pujols, Ortiz, Arroyo, and Pedro Martinez. Roger Clemens, his whole career consisted of Red Sox, Blue Jays, Astros, Yankees. Red Sox, Blue Jays, Astros, Yankees. Yeah. No, it's a good guess. Good guess, but very good guess, Wolf Godmac. But I was like, I was almost sure on that one. Thank you all for being here. We're going to be back. I don't know if I'm going to go live during this All-Star break. I don't know if I'm going to make videos. I'll probably work on a documentary or a countdown. I'll probably work on some other stuff and just enjoy the 4 days off. No games, no MLB, no minor league, no nothing. Everything is done for. I will say though, congratulations, the San freaking Jose Giants are playing really good. They I don't know why they're good every single year. It's freaking crazy. They win championships and everything, but they're 16-5 to start the second half, and they are the first half champions. So first half winners, San Jose Giants, are going to be in the playoffs. Playoffs, maybe not the San Francisco Giants, but the San Jose Giants. Maybe we're just going to go full San Jose Giants up in here. Just joking. Have a wonderful day. Hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Great start today. Heading now to McDonald's. And we'll see you guys there. Other than that, talk to y'all on Friday. Who's their manager? Good question. I know who their manager is. I forgot his name off the top of my head. Yeah, it's Edwin Villegas. It's Villegas. And he's been the manager. He was the manager last year. He's been around. Dan Runzler's the pitching coach. He played with the Fresno Grizzlies and maybe the Giants. Did he? I think he played with the Giants. He may not have made his. Yeah, he played with the Giants for 3 years. He was in 2010. He was a key part of the bullpen. How I forgot that, I don't know. But yeah, Dan Runzler, of course. I mean, I know he was with the Giants. I know he came up with the Giants. For some reason, I forgot that he was such a critic. 41 games in 2010. Wouldn't have guessed that. All right, Friday it is, everyone. We'll see you then.
High drive to left. Oh, my. Out of here!
That ball is smoked. Headed for downtown. Upper deck. Adios, pelota. 5-1 Giants. What a shot.